Good morning, everybody. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. I can think of this song, the old choir back in the old church used to sing. It went like this. God is a good God. He is a great God. He has moved so many mountains out of my way. And then they sing it again. Oh, God is a good God. He is a great God. He has moved so many mountains out of my way. They will give God praise because God is the God. Hear it. And press it into your soul and press it into your heart and press it into your spirit today. God is a good God. He is a great God because he can move mountains out of our way. Now, this is what I love about the theology of the song. They didn't celebrate a God who never let mountains get in your way. They celebrated a God who, when mountains came, had the power to move them out of your way. And see, it just reminds me that God hadn't promised you that you're going to have a trouble-free life. He's just promised that when trouble comes, he's a present help, Psalm 146, in times of trouble. So even now, as you get ready to start your day, I want you to think about the mountains that are in your way and start to beg the question as to what God is looking for in you so that he might have license in your life to push those obstacles out of your path that you may walk victoriously in Jesus Christ. Oh, have you looked at your heart yet? And have you come up with the answer? They already gave it to you in the song. We got to have faith. Faith that he is good, faith that he is great, faith that he has power to move things out of our way. I remember going to camp when I was young, and remember that exercise when they would make you get on the platform and then all your fellow campers were in the cabin or on the floor below. And remember, it was called the trust fall. And you had to fall backwards and you just had to believe that your friends were going to catch you. And it was hard and it was scary. But once you finally gave over to your fear and let yourself go, you realized that there was always a safe landing at the end. That's God. Sometimes trusting God is scary. Sometimes it's hard to get there. But when you finally let go and let God, you'll see that there's always a safe landing in him. In Daniel chapter 6, Daniel's in the lion's den, and he had to have faith to believe that God had the power to get him out of this lion's den. And of course, God does that, but I want you to see why he was able to do it. Daniel says, because of my faith, that God is a good God, that he's a great God. He can move mountains out of my way. Verse 22, chapter 6, he says, my God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, and they've not harmed me. And here's the key, because I was found blameless before him. And in verse 23, he says, it happened because he had trusted in his God. What if I told you that as soon as you trust, you'll triumph? What if I told you as soon as you believe, you will bounce out of what you are going through? It all happens in faith. The old preacher used to talk about Daniel in the lion's den, and they would say it this way. They would say, the reason the lions didn't touch Daniel is because lions are flesh-eating animals. Did you get it? You see, because Daniel was walking in trust and faith and in the Spirit of God, there was no flesh that the lions would desire. God says the same thing in your proverbial lion's den, to walk in his Spirit, to walk in trust and faith, not in the flesh, but to believe God, that he is a good God and he's a great God and he can move mountains out of your way today. Just have trust and faith. Hey, tonight's In the Word. It's going to be a surprise of a conversation. We're actually going to be doing some exchange between one of the great leaders here at Southwest Church, a great minister of the gospel. We'll be conversing today about an important subject matter, and it's this: how to trust God when God trusts you to bad times. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. I can't wait to see you tonight in the Word, 7 p.m. God is a good God. He is a great God. I'll see you next time.